Hey kids, today we're going to work on a Craftsman Turbo chainsaw. She's running good except for the idle. She wants to shut off, then you got to restart it every time you got to set her down. That's no good. That makes for a long day of cutting wood, don't it? So, tool that you're going to need is a thin flathead screwdriver, a thin one. You'll see why, because the screws in here are really small. Second thing, some type of hearing protection. These are great. You can use the inserts. Chainsaw runs higher than 80 decibels. That will crush your hearing. You will end up with tinnitus in the ears and ringing of the ears if you run this thing without any kind of hearing protection. I also recommend a hard hat and a face shield when outside cutting wood. In here, regular glasses will suffice. I'm not going to be cutting any wood. I should be fine. If I feel like I need to wear some kind of face mask, I will. Other thing that is important, if you're doing this inside a building, inside a garage or a shed, ventilate it, open up the door. These things fill up a room fast with carbon monoxide. That will kill you. And the last thing about safety, this type of chainsaw does not have a chain brake on it. So if you're going to be running it without a vise, you're going to take your bar and chain right off it. There's two nuts that come off on the other side, and you can take that whole housing off and take your chain and bar right off the saw so you cannot get cut. I'm in a vise. I'm in a safe place, even though it's highly dangerous. This thing will cut your appendages off, any of them. And if you slice an artery, you can bleed out very fast from the damage this saw can do. And it's not an easy fix for a doctor to sew you up because it just tears you up. So let's respect this thing. This is a dangerous tool. But if you learn how to use it wisely and safely, this can save you a ton of money cutting up your own firewood or delimbing trees or whatever you want to do on your property. All right, so let's get to it. There is an L and an H, a low and a high, and a T that you'll see on the side cover. You can fish around in there and work those screws, but it's really difficult for me to do. I don't like doing it that way. I, on the Craftsman, take the top off. And let's do it. It's real simple. There's just 3 screws. Flathead screwdriver, the one and only tool that you need today besides your hearing protection. And some gloves. I always have gloves. Keep my hands clean. The ladies don't want to see dirty fingernails, fellas. And I know. I'm quite the ladies' man. Can you tell? That's a true story. Alright, that's a lie. No, that's a true story. That's a lie. Reporting from CNN News. Don't do that. Okay, so let's say something here. This cannot go this way. You can fight all you want with it. She's never going to go underneath the bar forward. You pull it backwards, and this guard will go underneath just like that. Simple, right? 3 screws, and it's off. Now, let's get familiar with something here. While we got her apart, if you want to change your spark plug, it's right there. That cap has to come off. If you want to clean your air filter, these 2 screws take it out. That cap has to come off. So your maintenance is right here, all underneath this cap. So get familiar with it while you got it off. This rubber housing, I take it right off. I don't like to mess with it. I like to see what I'm doing. So I take it right off. It just pulls in and out. It's real simple. Okay, again, the top is the T. The L is in the front, facing the blade. The H is in the back. That's your high end, your torque, your throttle. The low is your idle. The L is the idle, okay? We're going to be messing with the idle today because the high end, she's got all the snap that I would like it to have. You can over snap them, over rev them, and blow up your saw. So you want to keep it pretty much in the parameters that it came in, okay? So I'm on the L, the front screw, because she won't stay running. I'm going to go clockwise until it stops. basically I'm going to tighten it until it stops. Let's do it. So it's 2.5 turns. So we're going to go back counterclockwise. That's the opposite way the clock goes. Counterclockwise. We're going to go one whole revolution. So if you look on your screwdriver, let me show you how to do this, people, because everybody goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. No. Let's just look at the screwdriver. And the name of the tool is on top. So I'm going to make sure it's on top, 1 revolution. That will be 1 whole revolution. See how simple that is that way? All right. Okay, so let's try to start it. I just had it running. She should be warmed up enough. Hearing protection, people. I don't want to go deaf. What? Huh? Okay. The straight line up and down. It looks like an I or a small L. That is on. The O is off. Okay? On everything. Universal, people. Universal. Here we go. I'm choking it. So there's a delay reaction every time you turn a screw. You got to wait a few seconds for it to drop down or rev up. So I was waiting for it, turning it, turning it. So I said, okay, not much is happening. And I've turned it quite a bit. So I revved it, and now she just sunk out of sight. So we're going to start it all over again, because I'm not happy with what just happened here. Let's do it again. I'm not going to edit this. We're going to figure this out together. And you're going to probably go through the same thing I'm going through. So let's figure it out. So I went all the way back clockwise, and I turned it like 6 times just now. So let's drop it down. Let's go back 1 whole revolution. Let's find our mark on our screwdriver. We're doing it on the L, the front screw. There it is, 1 whole revolution. We're going to start it. You know it's warmed up. Let's do it. Okay. Not bad. A little bit. Let's make it stop. Wait for it. Stop. Turn and turn. It takes a few seconds for that to happen. We'll put it that way. Let's see if we got the torque now. It stays running. Thumbs up. I'm happy with that. That's the way it's supposed to be. Right there. Okay. So, to put it back together, you slide in your housing, the rubber housing. Let's put it right back together the way it comes from the factory. We're not going to soup up anything. There's a reason for that, by the way. We don't want to get wood chips and junk inside there. That helps protect that stuff. So it keeps it down to a bare minimum. If you look, this saw's cut a lot of wood. She looks really, really clean. Alright, and now we just slide it right back in and just wiggle it down. There's rubber all around it, so sometimes you gotta tweak it a little bit, make sure your screws in. So you gotta twist and pound it down a little bit, and now we just screw it into place, and your saw will be done. It's really that simple, people. If you like these videos, please subscribe. Share them with your friends. Post it on Facebook. These are fun videos, and I'm hoping that you learn something, that you get familiar with your own equipment. You shouldn't have to take it to a shop and have a guy like me fix it for you. These are simple things to do. All right. Like I said, thumbs up it, subscribe to me, and share it. Thank you, people. Peace out.